The operating room was a sterile chamber, and I lay on the cold, unforgiving table, shivering beneath the thin hospital gown. Routine surgery, they told me. Nothing to fear. The anesthesiologist's mask descended, and the world dissolved into darkness. I drifted into an eerie, weightless void, where the boundaries of consciousness blurred. But this was no ordinary anesthesia-induced slumber. There, in the inky abyss, I felt an unsettling presence, an unseen entity that seemed to whisper in my very soul. In the eerie weightlessness of that void, it felt as though I was suspended in an endless sea of darkness. It was disorienting, to say the least, with no sense of up or down, left or right. As I cautiously took steps forward, the abyss seemed to stretch on infinitely, and in which direction I was heading remained a haunting mystery. Then, in the distance, I noticed a faint shift in the shadows, subtle but distinct. It was as if the oppressive darkness ahead had given way to something slightly less foreboding. Curiosity compelled me, and I continued to walk toward the muted light, even though I couldn't discern its source or significance. But the journey through this shadowed expanse was far from silent. Faint whispers danced on the edge of my perception, their words unintelligible yet filled with an ominous intent. And there were other sounds too, strange scratching noises, like unseen entities clawing at the fabric of this reality from behind. The whispers and the unsettling noises urged me to move forward, to follow the elusive light ahead, for whatever lay behind me in that engulfing darkness was something best left unexplored. Then, someone began speaking. The voice was seductive at first, urging me to return to the enveloping darkness. It promised solace, an escape from the torment of existence. But I resisted, clinging to the remnants of my own willpower. As my defiance grew, so did the malevolence of the unseen figure. It transformed before my eyes, contorting into a monstrous shape. Nightmarish visions surrounded me, a realm of pain, suffering, and despair. The figure lunged at me, its piercing screams reverberating through my very being. Suddenly, I awoke in the recovery room, gasping for breath. The surgical team exchanged concerned glances, but assured me that the procedure had proceeded without complications, as planned. Yet they noticed an odd dip in my heart rate, a fleeting anomaly, they said, not uncommon during surgery. The days that followed were a blur of pain and confusion. I couldn't shake the eerie feeling that something had changed, something inside me. A persistent ache throbbed in my upper arm, where the IV had been inserted. The doctors dismissed it as a normal post-surgery discomfort, but I knew better. One evening, as I examined my arm, I discovered an unsettling revelation, a fading reddish mark on my skin, like the imprint of a hand in a moment of desperation. It couldn't be a mere bruise, for it remained long after the surgery's expected healing time. Haunted by my ordeal, I delved into research, desperate for answers. The mark, once a faint bruise, had grown more defined, a chilling hand grip etched into my flesh. The doctors dismissed it as a mere anomaly, but I knew it to be a manifestation of that tormenting presence from the depths of my subconscious. As the mark lingered, so did the nightmares. Sleep became a realm of terror, where the monstrous figure continued to haunt my every thought. It was a secret torment that I dared not share, for who would believe the unbelievable?